It's day 9. Yay! We're getting there. Day 9 of our plank challenge, and we hit our 30-second blocks yesterday. So how do you feel this morning? I have to say, I actually am going to feel it today. I taught a body conditioning class last night, so I'm sure that these block of 10 exercises, 30 seconds each, I'm going to be feeling it today. But I'm hoping you're feeling good. I'm hoping that you're feeling a lot stronger. And now that we're in this sort of like day 9, we're in a bit of a routine now. So the only thing that changed was obviously yesterday we went up from our 20-second blocks with our 10-second interval to our 30-second blocks. If you are new and you're looking at this and thinking, what am I talking about? Please go back to the demo on day 1. You will see exactly what we're doing. The 6 moves that we're going to be doing, we do it on the left side and the right side. It takes us up to 10 moves in total. And our aim is to hit at day 14. We're going to be going through a 5-minute plank challenge where every single move we do for 30 seconds. And we just literally rotate from one to the other to the other. But we've currently got those 10 seconds, which gives us that little bit of a breather to stretch through and give ourselves a pause before we go into our next move. So I hope you're feeling good. I'm going to get started. So let's go back into position. And I'm going to just make sure I've got my clock ready. Now then, first position, as you know, we're going to be going into the spider twists or spider swipes. I'm hoping you're feeling good. Now, if you've been starting on your knees and doing it from your knees here, crossing back and back, maybe see if you can go onto your toes today. If it's too much, you can always drop that knee down, all right? So we're going to be doing one side first, then the other. Just always remember, pulling up through our core. We're pressing out through our arms, down into those wrists, making sure that we're having a nice position of our wrists under our shoulders and always pulling up through those abdominal muscles. If it feels too much on your arms, this is a tricky one for you to go down on your elbows, but you can, or you just go back into child's pose at any time that you need to have a pause and then join back in. The idea of this plank challenge is to see progress and see how you can feel. So this is all about you and where you're at. So if anything feels too much, then just take a pause, join back in, because each day you are getting stronger. All right, I'm going to get started. So let me just make sure my volume's up so that you can hear what I'm hearing. And this is 10-second countdown. So find your position either on your knees or on your toes. And we're starting off with our spider swipe. 1, here we go. So cross it over and back. So the idea is to really stabilize through our pelvis, pressing through those toes that are on the floor, making sure that you've got good position. And we're really working through these abdominals. When we're taking one leg off, we're making sure that we are finding our balance. So our body is having to really find balance. And we're in our last 10 seconds now. You've got this. Keep breathing. Keep going. 2, 1. Lovely. So when you hear those pips, we're in our 3-second countdown. So you can enjoy listening to those. Come back into position. We're going to do our other leg, up onto our toes, off we go. So we're doing our left side. So breathe. Try not to hold your breath. Try and think about that bottom being pushed down. Always think about your posture and making sure that you're doing a good quality spider swipe or plank at any time. And the reason is because it's better to have a good quality position and technique then try and throw yourself into it and everything start flopping. So you've got strength for your core. Here we go. Lovely. Knees go down. That's our first move done. All right, we're going to go down onto our elbows. We're going to be doing our straight leg kickback. Remember, bottoms come down. You can either do a straight leg from your knee or as I'm going to do on my toes. So you're pressing down with those toes. Your bottom comes down. You can see that mine's slightly lifted because I actually have quite an arched back. So it always looks like I'm sticking my bottom up, but I'm making sure that it's not up, coming down the wrong way. Sometimes you almost like bring your hips down too far and then you feel the ache in your lower back. So try to make sure your tummies are pulled up, keeping everything stable. You've got this. Good. Breathe. It's very difficult sometimes to breathe when you're doing this because you want to hold your breath. Back into position. I do love that pause. We're going to see how we're going to feel on day 14, aren't we? Breathe, coming up. So squeeze. I'm trying to keep everything as still as possible. So you're stabilizing through so many muscle groups. Breathe. And again, if 30 seconds is too much, take that pause. We are definitely working hard through our bodies. And as I said yesterday, Some days are weaker than others. I know I'm feeling it today. 3, 2, 1. Knees down, pull back. Good. All right, we're going on to our sides. So remember, you can keep that knee to the floor. We're going to be rotating from here. And I'm just going to show you with that knee down, keeping everything stable. All right, so I'm just about to touch my tummy, stable. I'm going to take my leg up and go through. This is how I would normally do it. So you're looking up to the ceiling and then down to where that hand's going. And you can feel that balance. You're trying to balance through your arm and through your wrist. Now you can go down on your elbow as well. Elbows down gives a little bit more stability, but you're really working through your obliques. Good. Down we go. Those 30 seconds, you can feel it's a lot more than we did last time. So remember, you can always do it from here if you want to lift up and over and down. Okay, so I'm going to take myself back up. So from here, this is my wobbly side. I have to really concentrate on this one. I don't know why, but this is my left arm, so probably because it's not my lead arm. My feet are staggered. Top leg is in front of my lower leg. All right, take it slowly. You just do the positioning and the move in your own time. You're rotating down, working these side muscles of our abdominals. Well done. We're also working through our wrists. Give your wrists a little bit of a rotate. Going down to our elbows for this next one. We're lifting and lowering. Again, stagger those legs. Now you can do this on your knee. So I'm going to show you. You can bring that knee down and up. Just try, if you haven't done it, see if you can lift yourself up on your toes. Again, my legs are staggered. My chest is open. And if you want to make it a little bit harder, you can always reach and bring it down. If you don't want to do that, you can have your hand on the floor, hand on your hip. So then try not to drop this hip down too quickly. You want to raise and lower, and you can feel it on this inside oblique. Well done. On the other side. There are so many options. So I really want to make sure you realize that you can do any of these options and they really will work you. So here we go. So I'm going to raise and lower. So I like to just tap my tummy, makes my brain connect with my muscles. Make sure I'm not dropping that hip too far. And then I add an arm in if I want to. Bring it up and over. Good. And it's a small movement. It's not a big movement. So if you're feeling like you're not lifting up very high, you don't necessarily need to. All right, just control the move. Good. Breathe. Well done. All right, we're in our last 2 moves. So here we go. We're going to be going into our drop your knee down, or you can start from your knees from the floor. So you can go drop here and here, or from the knees, take your leg up and down. So just drop. Again, everything's stable. Everything is just done so that you are trying to keep that balance through that pelvis. Tummies are in. Now we could have tried to obviously doing what we did last August, which I did a 28-day plank challenge to hold for a minute. If you want to go back to that one, that was a great one. Built you up from 10-second holds up to the full minute. Well done. We've got 1 more move to go. We're going to hold that plank. Now I want you to find that position that you prefer. Elbows and knees, elbows and toes, hands and toes, hands and knees. I'm going to go into this position here. Now this is our last one, which is great to know, isn't it? Pressing through, pressing down through those arms, engaging. Just have a feel through your body as you're going, lifting those abdominals to your spine. Just a little bit of tension in those glutes just to make sure you're stabilizing, pressing back with those heels, making sure those wrists are under your shoulders. You can always maneuver yourself through the middle of it. Oh, there we go. You're done. Come back. Sometimes if I talk through the whole thing, I don't recognize that we're doing hard work. So just breathe. Arms come forwards. Let's rotate our wrists. Let's do a bit of stretch out of our shoulders and back. And so well done. Day 9 is done. Now, if you're not joining me live and you're doing this on a replay, do put a hashtag replay. Let's make sure we keep our wrists mobilizing through. Your strength is really building as we go. I really hope you're enjoying the plank challenge and that what we're doing. And that each day you're just doing a little bit of something, because every time we're using those abdominal muscles, we use it for everyday activities. So it's really helping you whether you're doing exercise or just doing day-to-day tasks, you'll find that your mobility will very much improve, your balance will improve, and that's what it's all about really, is just getting a feel-good feeling. But I'm hoping you're loving it. I am. It's definitely challenging me, so I'm hoping it's challenging you. Have a great rest of your day. We're into double figures tomorrow, so day 10 tomorrow. We're going to keep going. Remember, day 14, we're going to hold all of those without that 10-second interval. So that's what we're building towards. Have a brilliant day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.